Hello people of the internet. Oh, you're a long way up. Let me bring you down a little bit. There we go. Hello people of the internet. Well, this is interesting. I should be at work right now, but I basically went in this morning and basically came home because I am coming down with something, and yeah, I've got no sense of taste and I don't feel very well, so I thought I'd come home, take some paracetamols, and instead of going to bed like I should be, I thought I'd quickly film this video so that you've got something to watch while I probably am going to be ill for the next few days. So this is just a really small haul, and it is a haul of stuff that I bought basically since my last haul. My last haul went up in the internet on the 29th of June, so July, August, September. So this is 3 months worth of haulage. However, I haven't really bought anything for the last month, so it's all stuff prior to that. It is certainly, when you're watching this, going to yourself, why are you buying them? You've just been sitting on the floor crying in your craft room over how much stuff you've got. These things were bought a month before the crying in the craft room. You see, sounds like an Elvis song. I saw her crying in the craft room. All these drugs are good. Right, I'm going to start off with the things that I've bought for collage stuff, because you can skip this bit if you're not interested. I'll put a little timestamp, you know, at the bottom so you can skip through. But I basically got 2 more collage-y cut-out books. This is the second one of one that I already have, I think. Or do I not have it? Can't remember. I'm not well enough to dig it out from where it belongs. But this is Even More Extraordinary Things to Cut Out in Collage. College, oh my word, my head's pumping. Collage, and it is yeah, just things to cut out. And it's really nice paper, and it's really thin, and it's got a bit of gloss to it, and they're easy to cut out, and it's printed by a proper company, which is Lawrence King. I'm so not with it. Lawrence King does some colouring books as well. So I got that. And then the other thing I got was this, and this was me being really stupid, right? Because I have this book. Cut up this book and create your own wonderland, right? And when I bought this book, I knew there was another one out, and basically you cut these up and then you get backgrounds as well, so that you can do like a collage scene, which is like I'm really into doing those kind of things. And at the time, I got this about a year ago, when I was looking, I knew there was 2 different ones available, one called Wonderland and one called Underworld. And I looked at them both at the time, and the only one I was interested in was Wonderland. So I bought this one way back when, because I was being selective then. Then while we were away in August, I was surfing around Amazon, and I saw this going like cheap, and I was like, oh, that's by that same Wonderland people. And it doesn't matter how many times I looked at it, I kept thinking it said, cut this book up and create your own underwater. For some reason I kept thinking this said underwater, and I just thought to myself, that is so cheap, because I think it was like, I don't know, what price is it supposed to be? Like $14.99 it says, UK, and I think it was something like $8.99, and I thought, I'm going to get it. And I literally had it sent to where we were staying, because it was, just because I did. And when it turned up and I undid it, I was like, some of it's good, some of it's like, this is alright, the buildings and all that kind of stuff. But then there's lots of skeletons and poison and spooky things. And I was like, where's all the fish? And well, there's some fish there. And I was like, why this is... And then I realised it says Underworld. Create your own underworld. So it's supposed to be all sort of like, you know, like look, weird babies with their intestines hanging out. And I mean, I'm still going to use it, because number one, there's still some worthwhile bits to cut out in here. But yeah, look, a bell jar with a scary thing in it. It's not really my type of... What's that? A monkey massaging a cat? Yeah, these weird things, I wouldn't use these. None of these I would use. Fish, I might. These I would, not the skeletons. But yeah, it was bargainous. It goes with that. I've got the pair. So I got those for collage. A couple of people have asked, do I share my collage stuff? I'm not at the moment, purely because I'm just playing. It is my relaxation time away, not sharing it. If I start turning the camera on, it sort of ceases to be quite as much fun. I can't be quite as unabashed. Also, I don't know if I'm any good at it, and I'm just playing at the moment, and I don't want to be judged. I also bought some more glue sticks, some Scotch glue sticks, because these was only £3 for 5, which I thought was a bargain. I also bought, like I say, way back when, this was before we even went away on holiday, these are A5 document folders. I've used these already. They're really handy. I would get them out, but they're downstairs, for putting like cutouts that you've cut out for collage work, or even a small journal. When we went away, I took 2 of these with journals in them and stuff to collage with. And funnily enough, while we were away, collage stuff was the only thing I did do while we were away. The other thing I bought was, this was back to school time, right? This is 10 school exercise books, as I would call them. These are ones with squares on them. It doesn't matter to me what they are, whether they're lines, checks or whatever. These were £3.40 or something like that for 10. And these are perfect little muck about, don't care if you waste them, collage books. A bit like the Americans use composition notebooks for, but we don't really get those over here. So for £3, 30p each, I thought I'd get them. Yeah, they're not that price now. Everything I've shown you will be linked down below if you are interested. Right, that is all the collage stuff. Let me get the very limited amount of craft stuff. Oh, my voice is going. Okay, okay, so there are just 2 colouring books. This one, I did a flip through of this. It is the new and very large Crystal Vogel books. If you want to see a proper flip through of it, it is linked up there and down below, so you can have a look at it. Beautiful book, really nice size. So that is colouring book number 1. And colouring book number 2, this is a Sen Ong colouring colour by number book, and I really like Sen Ong colour by number books. I have 3 or 4 of them. I've got the Christmas one and the animals one, and they're really beautiful. And so, you know, when you get pinged, if you follow a artist on, or author on Amazon, you get an email saying, oh, there's a new book out. I got an email saying, oh, there's a new book out by Sen Ong, and I didn't look at it properly. I just thought, oh, that looks quite cute, Charming Shops. And then when it turned out, and it was a small size one, and it's sort of like trying to jump on the cute trend, I was like, eh. I wouldn't have bought it if I'd have proper had a good look. I'll show you the other Sen Ong ones. Hold on. Oh, she's done small ones before, because that's a Sen Ong one. So that's a Sen Ong one. And is that one a Sen Ong one? I think it is. Oh, she's done that little size before. So it's not unusual. But yeah, this is like my favourite ones. Ones like this. But look at that. Look how beautiful that comes out. And there's a Christmas one as well. Stained glass flowers. So, yeah, it's not stained glass. And that's what the difference is. Look. Stained glass chibi fairies. Stained glass mandalas. Stained glass flowers. Lily, remember it's the stained glass range that you like. Okay, not that I'm going to be buying any more anytime soon. But yeah, so, yeah. Will I colour in it? I don't know. I might just put it downstairs in the trolley for my mum to colour. These little ones look quite cute. Maybe I will. So that's the 2 colouring books I got in July, August and September. And then the other 2 things are pens. You will have already seen these, which is the Artex Pastel Oreos, which were sent to me to play with, review, whatever you want to call it. They were sent to me by Artex, and I have done that. That video is linked down below. The other thing, and the next 2 things were bought with my own money, so they were sent to me by Artex. These were bought with my own money. Also, I've already reviewed them. These are the largest set that's now available of the dual tip journal pens, and don't let that name fool you. These are lovely for colouring. I have reviewed these as well. I'll link that video down below as well. I'll also put it up there. these are comparable to the old Ohuhu water-based art markers, which were in their day as good as Tombows. So I really like these, so I'm pleased to have a bigger set of those. They're not going anywhere. They're going to live in my with my water-based markers. So I've got those. And then the last thing to show, see I told you it was a small haul, is this, which is more alcohol markers. Yes, now these were bought when I was doing, so way before I went away on holidays, so it would have been in July. I was doing the battle of the brush markers, and I was really struggling to find budget brush markers. You know, there's Artex, there's Ohuhu, but there's not so many of the very specifically wanted brush markers. I know that a lot of people have compared all the alcohol markers out there, like Jazza did it and Colouring Bliss did it, but they generally compare the chisel and fine tip ones, and I don't like a chisel, I like a brush. So I was trying to find, my comparison video was budget brush markers. So there was Deco Time in there, there was Cho Chun, there was Shea Ren. By the way, the Shea Ren ones I've already let go. All my Deco Time ones have now gone as well. But anyway, I ordered these and they never came in time to do the video. And these are Gin Flash alcohol markers, and I am going to review these. So not today, because obviously I'm just, after I've made this video I'm going to get back in bed, but I'm going to give you a little sneak peek, because these pens, these look different. Look at these. Can you even see that? Look, different shape, different body, different everything. I mean, they've still got the same Shinhan colour numbers, but yes, they are brush and fine as well, I believe. Yes, brush and fine. So I'm quite excited to play with these, and these were very reasonable. But that is it. That is my very small haul, and now there probably won't be any more hauls probably until Christmas, because as you know, if you've been watching my videos in the last couple of weeks, I am decluttering my craft room, and I was just about to say it's the 1st of October today, and I'm doing a no spend October, but it's not, it's the 2nd of October. I was in the city yesterday, which is probably where I got this illness from, at an event. There's probably someone coughed on me and gave me whatever this is. Anyway, beside the point, I'm doing a no spend October, which is good because I haven't bought anything for a few weeks anyway, so it's not like, you know, I'm dying to buy stuff because I haven't bought anything for probably a month already. So yeah, so I wanted to bring you up to speed. That's all my haul stuff. I can now put it all away, put it on the bookshelf and everything, and go headfirst into a no spend month, which means I'm going to totally miss out on buying anything over Prime Day on the 7th of the 8th, which is probably good because I don't need anything anyway. So I've even talked myself out of the dough and drawing pens, as you'll know if you saw that video. So thanks very much for watching, and take care. I'm going to take 2 paracetamols and go to bed. See you when I see you, everyone. Bye.